Oh, you have to press record first.
There you go. All right,
Hmm.
Kaden, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me today. And yeah, welcome to this interview.
Thank you.
If you want to start by telling me a little bit about yourself and the people watching.
Yeah, sure. So my name's Kaden. I'm a high school teacher from Western Australia. It's a little bit south of Perth, if anybody
Hmm?
listening knows the area, but in a place called Dunsborough, a nice coastal town. I was just saying to Fred a second ago that the picture behind me is where I'm from. So it's a very lucky place that I live in. Really nice. I started trading with you guys, or I think back in, when was it? Like, I got it written down, November last year. And I
Oh,
did
so
it
you've
for,
actually been here
yeah,
quite a while
yeah,
now.
off and on though. I stopped for a little bit and then came back to it. So I've got kind of two
Okay.
experiences that, yeah.
All right, all
Mm.
right, all right. Okay, so you actually been here for quite a while now. That sounds interesting. I was wondering, have you been part of before you joined Fed Trading, did you have any experience with trading?
Yeah, I started with TradingView. I think you use TradingView quite a lot.
Yeah.
Um, and you know how you can get all those indicators and you can select an
Hmm.
indicator to show you when to buy and sell. And I thought that looks great. Someone can tell me to buy and sell, then I have to do less of the heavy lifting. But as you probably know, those indicators aren't always the best.
No.
So that's where I sort of started out. And then I came across you guys from just a friend of mine had seen you on maybe Instagram or somewhere, and he
Hmm.
mentioned your name. I thought, okay, I'll have a quick look, and it looked interesting. And I think the part that got me into it was that it's free to join. I mean, you have
Yeah.
an amount that you trade with your money, but obviously the rest of it's free, which is a win-win sort of thing where you can't really lose if that sort of
Hmm.
scenario.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. Exactly. All right, that sounds good. Have you been part of other trading groups after joining the community then? Or I know you have some experience trading yourself on TradingView looking around, but have you been part of other trading groups?
No, I don't. No, I don't think so. No, this is my first and only. Yeah. I I've used a trading bot, but
Yeah.
yeah, they can be yeah different up and
Yeah,
down. I think
that's a whole other story.
yeah, yeah,
All
but
right,
yeah, I think you
man.
guys are the only trading group.
Well, if you ask me, I always ask this question. And if people didn't be
Mm,
part of other trading groups, they were like, I'm usually like, I think you hit a pretty good trading group on your first try then. Because
mm,
trust me, dude, I sometimes talk to people who's been part of 30 trading groups before joining, like 20,
mm,
30, 40 trading groups. And it's just the same old with all of them. They are so horrible. They don't show you anything. There's no community. It's closed up. There's no video
mm.
guides. You have to pay a fee. They end up losing the money. So it's a it's
I
a
bet.
it's a tricky world out there when it comes to trading. So and obviously
Yeah,
that's
I have heard some
created
horror
Fed Trading.
stories of people's accounts being blown from other groups, and
Hmm.
luckily I haven't blown an account, so it's all positive, I suppose, with my first trading group.
I'm very happy to
Mm,
hear that because I started out myself as well, and I definitely blew a few accounts before I
mm.
got a little bit of hang of it. So I'm very happy to hear that so far, man. How do you fit trading into your work schedule as a teacher?
Yeah, so our time difference must work quite well. So most of your trades come through yours, and I'm going to pronounce this right. Hartes.
Ate,
Is that
yeah,
how you
my
say his name?
partner. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Hati.
most of your trades, yours and his, come through at around, well, it's around this time, around 8 o'clock my time, which is when I'm not working. So it kind of works out perfect for me.
Yeah.
And then the trades sort of die off just after I go to bed, kind of thing. So
Hmm.
really it works well. If there are trades throughout the day while I'm teaching, um, I can just in between classes or that sort of thing put a quick trade on, and it's quite simple. Anybody that's seen your intro
Hmm.
courses putting trades on doesn't take very long. So yeah, it fits in with my life
Yeah, that
quite
sounds
well.
good because most people in Australia and New Zealand, the trades would come throughout the evening, up until probably
Mm.
a bit over midnight also.
Which is perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, it fits well for people with a normal job, so to speak, right? So
Mm.
that
Mm.
that sounds
I
awesome,
guess
man.
not many people, not everyone's that lucky.
No, definitely. But how long do you spend on trading every day?
Um, I reckon only a good maybe what 5-10 minutes throughout most of the day, putting on say swing trades, and then if you have a video, what do you call it? Those live recordings that you do
Yeah,
at
the
say
live
this
sessions.
sort of
Yeah.
time on weekdays, that might be another. You can sit there for an hour or two listening to
Yeah.
you. But as far as the trade, the signals that come through, not long at all. It's a quick look at it, chuck them on, yeah, 10, 15 over the course of the whole day, depending on how many trades come through, which is another benefit. That's the one of the pluses to do with trading, is that it doesn't take, I don't have to sit at the charts and scan through charts and study things,
Mm-hmm.
which is, thank you guys for the work, because you're doing the work and we're not.
I appreciate it, man. I'm wondering because you've been part for almost not a year yet, but almost a year, coming up soon. Do you take your own trades and look at the charts, or are you still just going with what we're finding for the group?
I have taken some of my own trades, but I just don't trust myself enough. I have a general gist of support and resistance levels and other indicators, but yeah, again, I just don't trust myself enough. I'd rather have an expert tell me what to do, and
Yeah,
knowing that I've got years of experience, go, yep, they know what they're doing. I'll go with that. So I have
yeah.
made some success and some bad decisions as well, but yeah, mainly through yours. And when I say trading with you guys since November, it was say November to January, February, and then I stopped for a bit and came back, and that's this recent one where I've come back with a new sort of strategy of my own as far
Mm-hmm.
as your trades and risk level and lot sizes overtake profits. That's where I've made my gains, which is good.
Sounds good,
Mm.
man. Yeah, but dude, that's what we're here for. And at the end of the day, we're here to make sure that you guys don't have to look at the charts all day long. That's kind of
Yeah,
my
it's
job,
nice.
right? So man,
Yeah.
that sounds good. It's just, some people like to also, because there is a course as well for like the basic stuff, if you want
Mm,
to learn it yourself. But some people want to learn how to trade themselves, but most people are just happy with, following the community, following our trades, maybe following some in the chat, all these kind of things. So yeah, man,
I
that
think,
sounds good.
yeah, I think I plan to have a look at those tutorials and trading videos, say like my school holidays, where it's still
Mhm.
trading through the week, but I'm on school holidays. I don't have to go to work. I can sit there and read through the training course and maybe pick some things up myself. So yeah, that's the
Mhm.
idea.
I would
So
say where you learn the most is probably joining the live sessions. It's
yeah.
see the course, get an understanding, and then joining the live sessions once we do them.
Hmm.
Because it teaches a lot to see exactly, how somebody who does it every day is actually finding his trades
Mm,
and what he's looking for, right?
yeah. I like the swing trades that are placed, because you can put them on. You don't have to rush things. It can just be like,
Yeah,
if you're an hour late, it's no big deal. It is good, like the DJ trades and the gold trades and that at night, but you have to be sometimes quite quick, which can be difficult.
yeah.
But
And
it's not
and
too
that
bad.
that but that's mainly why we do both. We do
Mm,
scalps, we do day trades, we do swing trades because, as you say yourself, some people like different things. If you like fast money, you can take
mm,
the live session trades because it moves
yeah,
extremely fast. But you can also not
very.
you cannot take a trade and go for a walk. You know what I mean? You can do that with the
Yeah,
swing
yeah,
trade. So
yeah.
there's
If I've got it
something.
set up on my computer at home, I can sit there and click and sell and stop and take profits really quickly.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Something for everyone. That's what we're aiming for, at least.
Yeah.
A big question people always likes to hear. I don't know exactly how long you've been trading then, because it's been on and off, but what did you start out with, and what is your capital at now?
So I started out with, and this is only recently, the when I've come back to it, I've had
Hmm.
my account at about 4,500 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
And then this is only since, when was the date? July. So last month to end of this month, my account is up 33%. I think I went on my X book to have a look at where it was at, and it was from 8% up to now just about 40%. So crazy, crazy gains for that month. And I know that doesn't always happen, but yeah, a really, really good month. And I know people can get 30% from risking a lot more of their account, but I have
Hmm.
stuck to the risking 2% of my account each trade, which is, I think, somewhat of a standard.
Yeah.
And yeah, 30% or so, almost 33%.
That's
So,
impressive.
mm,
That's
yeah,
how it
it
should be,
is.
man. I'm very
But
happy.
I
I'm very
might
happy,
get,
bro.
it might be another month where you only make 2%, and then so I know it changes.
Yeah, of course, man. You do, obviously you don't make 40% or 30% every month, but again, it
No.
depends on it. We've had, and August is actually probably one of the hardest months of the year to trade in. Um,
Why is that?
Dude, I honestly don't know. It's summer vacation. It's just it's mostly lacking volatility. It's not super good to trade in. It's very spiky. You saw this week a lot of the times it spikes up quickly and goes back down. We had
Mm,
a lot of those
yeah.
this week, so it's very
hmm
difficult. But
And
it's a
sometimes you get lucky as well with your trades. I might walk away and someone will tell you to close the trade, and I will miss that, and I'll come back, and it actually keeps going the right way, and you'll say, "Oh, I
yeah,
wish we'd have stayed in," and I'm lucky enough to be still be in. So
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
depends.
Yeah, exactly. But again, it's been a good month here in August. So and it's only the market is only gonna get better, I think, here in September and October. So we have a few good months ahead of us, I think. So
Yeah, nice. Looking forward to it. Yeah.
yeah, me too, man. Me too, man. So Kaden, what is the future? What is the plan with this whole trading thing? What are you
The end goal.
yeah?
Yeah, the end goal, I guess, is well, I want to follow these trades and with my sort of plan and where I want to put my, the lot sizes over the take profits, make sure I can tell myself that it's profitable over the long term. And then once I've set that in stone, I want to bump up the account to a larger amount so that can be somewhat of an income. So at the moment, I'm just slowly making it bigger and bigger. Um, and then one day, hopefully, that's part of my income and I don't need to work as much. So as a teacher, I
Mhm.
could go back to part time or relief teaching and just be trading most of it. That's the goal.
Yeah,
But
man. For me, the goal has always been not money, but freedom. And to have freedom, you need money, right? So, for me, it's
yes, yeah,
just
it goes
about
hand in
having
hand.
my own time and doing what I want, and nobody telling me what to do. But again, it's different
Mhm.
for everyone, right? Um,
And my job in particular, I suppose, where I've got kids that not a lot of nice kids, but then obviously you get kids that are grind your gears a little bit. So I'm looking forward to stepping away from that environment at some point
yeah,
where
I
it's not
understand that. I understand that, man,
yeah.
for sure.
So that's
Well,
the end goal. We'll see.
that sounds awesome. Let's hope we're gonna go into a few good months. I think we are, and
Mm.
keep making some money, all of us. I'll definitely do my best to make sure that you guys keep making some money because when I make money, you guys make money, right? So it's
Absolutely. And I see some of your screenshots, and that is a lot of money.
yeah, man. But dude, that's the power of trading, right? Because I can make.
Mm.
I think the largest trade I made was $140,000 on one trade. Um,
Damn.
it's also on
What
my
was that on?
Instagram. It was a Bitcoin trade from I bought down at around 53 and I closed it at like almost 70, I think, 68.
How long did you have to hold that for?
A few weeks, I think, 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. Damn, that's an
It's
income.
but it's the power of trading, man. I know obviously a lot of people
Mm.
cannot take a $140,000 trade, but it's just to show the power of what trading can actually do, right?
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
make a yearly freaking salary, and it's not like
yeah,
I spent 3 weeks on it. I spent 5 minutes analyzing it. I entered the trade and I just didn't do anything for 3 weeks, and I closed in
yeah.
$140,000, right?
Well,
So
that's what I'm thinking about at the moment with the 30% that I've made recently. I think if I had $100,000 account, that 30% is huge, but it's the what if.
mhm. It is, man. I would say some things you can do is I always recommend personal accounts. Personal accounts is without a doubt best, but there is also funded accounts you can look into.
Mm,
Funded accounts often has a shit ton of rules. It's very difficult to
hmm
trade on, but it is possible. In my early days, I also used funded accounts. I took all the profits from the funded accounts and I put them straight into my personal account. Um, because a personal account, you have no rules on that. You can do whatever you want. You can trade on your style. Funded, quite
mm,
difficult, but it is possible, and you can get a big capital quite fast. The best
yeah,
firm out there right now is FTMO. If you want to
yeah,
look.
yeah. I've heard that some prop accounts they're good, but if you have too big a drawdown, they close your accounts. There's really strict rules on how
Yeah,
much you're allowed to lose on each
there's
trade. So
there's mainly a 5% drawdown a day. So if you go below 5%, then they close your account. But again, man, if you have a $200,000 account, you don't have to trade 2% per trade. You can trade 0.25% per trade or 0.5% per trade, right?
yeah,
So it's possible. It's a way to get a bigger capital for sure. If you don't have 100K to deposit yourself, which
yeah, sure. And I've seen
not
some
everyone
companies
has.
out there that say that they'll pass the prop account for you. You pay the
Yeah,
money and they'll pass it for you, but I don't know if that's legit or not.
that's mainly scam. So there's two different prop firms. You can get a normal legit one, which is FTMO. That's probably the one of the only good legit ones right now. And then you can get new prop firms that does high frequency trading. So you can use a robot to pass the
Yeah.
phase 1 and 2 to get the account. But when you get, and that's easy, there's a lot of people doing that. But when you get that, you also get an account with a shitload of restrictions. Like it's 10 times harder to trade on because it's so easy to pass. So I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend going for FTMO. You need to pass it yourself. You cannot use a robot. And I can assure you, 99 out of 100 that says they can pass it for you, they're not, you're going to waste your money, dude. So
Yeah,
I would
there are a lot of
become profitable myself, know how to trade. If you can make 33% on your own account, look into an FTMO once you have the confidence. You have to pass, I think, it 8 or 10% 2 times on phase 1 and 2.
Mhm.
To do that, you get the live account. It's all yours, and then you just need to be very strict with risk management. And then it's possible. And I would take all the profits from there, deposit into my personal account, and build my personal account bigger and bigger. That's how
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got a $1 million account that I'm trading on now. I was partly using prop firms, taking the profits, depositing into my own account, and I was trading. I got all my profit from all my other businesses. I also put into it, and then I obviously traded on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So all these three things combined, then I had $1 million account after a few years.
Yeah, nice. That would be nice. That's the goal. I think I'm going to stick with my personal account and just add my, work funds into it over time and let it build up. And then eventually I'll go, okay, I'm ready to start taking profits. But yeah,
I agree. I think that's without a doubt the best way to go, to stick to the personal account. It's easier. It's very hard to trade on the funded, but it is possible. It's tricky.
yes, it is tricky. I've had definitely ups and downs, but learned a lot from it and more confident now, I think.
Sounds good, brother. I don't think I have much else. Do you have anything you want to ask me? Any questions whatsoever?
I wish I would have thought of some questions. I didn't actually think to ask you anything, but yeah, I know if I do have questions, I can reach out through
Yeah, for sure you
Telegram or
can.
whatever and
For sure.
Messenger. So I appreciate the your time.
For sure, man. And I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to me. And let's keep smashing it. Let's keep making some money. And yeah,
Let's
man,
do it.
I'll talk to you later, brother.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
See ya.